chop, yum yum. And call me Toppy Chicky, and you got clean, oh
Hey, what's up you guys, it's MCLegoboy here with 10236 Ewok Village, 1,990 pieces of Lego Star Wars awesomeness. And holy bajolies, this is a big box. I actually bought an extra piece of black paper for this review, so hopefully this all goes well. So it comes with, I believe, 16? Ooh, 17. Yeah, because they kept saying it was like 16 minifigures and R2-D2. So yes, 17 minifigures. That's crazy. I've never gotten a set that had that many minifigures in it. So, super cool. The box is still sealed. Yeah. Goodness gracious. Big box full of Lego pieces equals heavy. So, wait, let's just do that quick. So, yes, hidden compartments, rotating rotisserie thing, trapdoors, slides, and catapults, and spider webs, and crunchers, and other trapdoor thingies, and nets, and minifigures, and rotating things, and a bridge, and other cool action stuff, and another action thing, and an overall deal. So, hopefully this background is big enough. I will show you contents and bags and everything. So, let's do it. That is pretty much how I feel right now. So, yeah, let's build it. Alright. Awesome set. And it's still way too big for my background. Like, I've got little bits cut off here. And I got little bits cut off here in frame. Stuff on the bottom is kind of cut off a little bit. I'm using 2 pieces of paper for this black background. You can kind of tell right there, there's a crease. And, like, dude, that's how awesome this set is. It's just too cool to stay within the boundaries. First, I'll go over the minifigures. So, anyway, first, you get 2 of these dudes. He now has back printing and black arms and legs. Here was the latest version of him, which was pretty much the only version of him. And apparently, it was incredibly inaccurate, because I don't know, I thought this is what he was supposed to look like. No, he's supposed to look like this. Chief Chirpa. So yes, he is not different from the Battle of Endor set with the bunker. The only thing different is his cool little staff thing. And I'm so pleased you get a ton of these 3-length bars in this set. They're all brown, but still super cool. They're everywhere. Here we have Wicket. Now, Wicket is like the only figure that I'm super disappointed with. The main reason is because of the tan that is printed on his face. I understand that he's supposed to have tan there, but it's like you could have printed dark tan or something, or, you know, just gone with the version that you already had. And plus, this one had darker lips and a nose on it. This one had lighter lips and nose printed on it. So, I mean, like, it just doesn't look good, in my opinion. It doesn't look like Wicket. I mean, it does and it doesn't, because, I mean, ultimately, it's still Wicket, but I feel like this is the more true version. Next one, Luke. Which is totally cool. It's a great addition that we have. Back printing and everything, because everybody comes with back printing. Even his head is double-sided, and his hair doesn't cover it all, but, you know, he's got a little more happy face going on. The only other thing that I could think of is, had they done this, they redesign the 1999 version of him on Endor, but still, it's really cool that we got this one. Tim Tebow. Yeah, that's right, I said it. And I love the use of this same piece that was used for Logray. The use of this piece, although maybe not quite extremely accurate, it still is amazing and it works like super cool. 2 stormtroopers. Nothing all too special about them because we got them back in 2012. They come with that face. Same thing with the scouts, they come with the face too. I've already explained that I do not like the face. Then you've got an Ewok warrior, which is interesting because I've always kind of thought that these guys weren't really fighters, but then again they've got tons of catapults and bows and arrows and spears and stuff. So either like they like are really big into hunting or they just fight other tribes of Ewoks or something. But this guy's cool. Yeah, it looks really cool with this olive kind of thing on there. So I think this is just a generic Ewok. But Han Solo. And this is the new version of him. With the back printing and everything. And then we've got C-3PO. And this one is another one where I've kind of got a bit of a complaint. The eyes on him. I don't like the printing on the eyes because I know that printing will eventually get off center. And so then you've got minifigures with light up eyes that look like this. I do like the redesign of his torso. It's kind of cool. I would say though that if you do have another one and your eyes are all printed off set, if you can find one without the printed eyes, it doesn't really detract at all. Next we have R2-D2. This one is also a complaint because the head is wrong. We've got regular R2-D2's body with Clone Wars R2-D2's head. Yeah, not digging that. So I don't know why it came with the Clone Wars version of him. Same phenomena as to why I got the same kind of silver color head on my Battle of Endor R2-D2 instead of the light gray like I got in the Tantive 4. Next you've got Leia. And what's really cool about her is that you've got the special edition, like the super special edition character in here. It's Leia whenever she's in her like Ewok tribe clothing. Comes with 2 faces, you stupid camera, if you would like to focus. One is angry, the other one is not so angry. Really cool that printed on both sides. Comes with kind of rubbery hair and a cloth thing, and as you can see, and I'm not trying to be perverted or anything, but she does come with like underwear, but I was never quite sure why she ever changed out of those clothes that Wicket found her in. It was like exactly what is wrong with her wearing those clothes. Then you've got Chewbacca, and I like this version of Chewbacca more than from the pictures I've seen of the redesigned version of Chewbacca. He's a little creepy in my opinion. I think that the reason why he doesn't look right is because it's more designed off of the episode 3 version of him, which does look considerably different to the original trilogy version of him. And really, I mean, he kind of changes throughout that too, but still, I like this version of Chewbacca better. And he comes with a pearl black or gunmetal type color bowcaster. Then you've got Logray, or Logray, 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 Logray,
Logray, Logray, Logray, Logray, Logray, Logray, Logray, Logray, Logray, Logray,
whatever it is. And not really anything too special about him since we've had him in a set in 2011. But check out this cool, crazy contraption thing he's got that he holds around. So this is what makes me think he's the shaman or something. Then you've got 2 rebel dudes. So here's one. It is exactly the same as the other version of him that we got in 2012. And then this guy, is actually completely new. So yes, there we go. So yeah, I like bearded characters. They just look cool. we'll go over each section with bags and the extra pieces that kind of come in each thing. So, let's do that. Alright, so in bag 1, you get these guys here, and, you know, there, whatever. And you're introduced to another one of the brick separators and a whole mess of little pieces. The speeder bike, again, speeder bike. Can't have an Endor set without a speeder bike, because, you know, speeder bikes are just that cool. No, I mean, this time it's not really a hassle. I mean, there's only one this time. It's not like there's two. And, you know, you can put the guy on there. I'm not going to. It's pretty simple. And the gun, they tell you to store it onto this bit right there. I wouldn't do that. I'd actually throw it down there. It's easier to hide, and it looks better. Kind of nice is that they included a stand for this thing to hover, which is definitely cool. Anyway, you got your cool little catapult thing, little sticks. I don't know why these things spin. I think they're just supposed to be static, but whatever. Some cool little leave bits. Uses some nice little Technic arrangements, and you can totally put a rock in there. They definitely stored with a lot of ammo, and neat little contraption that makes it work. If you just hold it down, a nice little rubber Technic piece in there. It's kind of hard to see since, I mean, it's all kind of concealed, but, you know, it sits down in there and it shoots up. It's a really neat little function. And that is what is in bag 1. Alright, so in bag 2 and 3, or in bags 2 and 3, whatever. Bag 2 is the bottom part, bag 3 is the top part. Really cool, because, I mean, you know, it's a tree. I mean, this whole set is kind of cool because, I mean, trees, you don't get those a lot in Star Wars, and 2, it's Ewoks. It's Ewok Village. I mean, cool. Giant trees and everything. This piece, it's actually in a lot of this set. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're given an extra spear, which is interesting. Now, I'm thinking that it only goes in another area of this because there is a little storage area for things like this, but it was never said, and I think on the box it actually says store Luke's lightsaber in that area, which doesn't make sense, but okay. This piece is cool. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting it yet, and unfortunately it's olive because I don't have a lot of olive, and so, you know, but still really cool. I got a piece that is like that. A little rope bridge, which is totally cool. Note that the string pieces, they will slowly rotate as you clip these pieces in, so it's kind of hard to work with. Some little guard railing and everything. Nice detailing up in here. I really like these dark green seaweed pieces that are used for vines, and I'm liking these pieces too, because I'd never gotten them before. I've gotten them in bright green in adventure sets and pirate sets and stuff like that were given to me, but, you know. Little mushrooms. I like the little mushrooms. I love these things. They're so cool. There's this thing right here, and it slides out. So, you do this. You look from the front. I pull the lever. Pull the lever! And Wicket comes sliding down the thing. So, kind of fun little function. But you can't have him holding any sort of weapon. Like, nobody should really be holding a weapon while doing this function just because it will get stuck. And I think whenever I first tried it, it got stuck. And it was a little difficult to remove because it fell in and then it jiggled around. And then it was like, oh no, I can't get it out. So, still, cool. Tree number 1. Alright, so we've got bags 4, 5, and 6. They are the trunks of the main section. And so with this one, there is a tiny little door that opens up. There's little clips. So this, I suppose, is where you're supposed to throw these extra spears that you were given. So I'm just going to do that now. And I think you can also hide an Ewok in there. Unfortunately, no. You can't throw an Ewok in there. But it's a nice little storage area for spears and whatnot. So, like I said, this one had a little storage area inside. This one, this battle for good and evil stuff is so intense that even the spiders are getting involved. And you can throw a spider web out, which is, like, still, again, awesome. I mean, just the fact that there are functions is cool. You even get a little spider right there. You've got a door that opens up. And inside of the two sections of the trunk, which I'll actually just take them off because it's easier. And these are nice little hidden items. You've got a scout trooper with a bunch of tally marks around it. So get yourself an unarmed Ewok. You can throw them in there and close it up. And these areas, since they're closed, you know, it works. So get out of there. And then the other one is a heart. And in the Galactic Basic language, it says, Leia, how sweet. But yeah, it's really nice because, I mean, these sections, I mean, they just kind of pop on, pop off. They're nice, easy connecting things, and it's just all simple. So, really cool. And, I mean, there's nothing really all too special about the other sides of them. It's just, like, other ways that they've designed these things to all hook on. So, nothing too special to look at there. But, still, it's really cool that each trunk kind of has something special about it. So, now we will move on to bags 7 and 8. So, bags 7 and 8 is the giant platform area, and then all these extra little bits that go up on top of the platform. And what's really cool about the platform is that with each trunk, there's color coding, and then there are little clips, like right there, and they just snap into place, which is awesome. That's great designing right there. So in here you get Han, C-3PO, and R2-D2. Simple platform area, that's all that they were there for. But then you've got all these extra details that go on top. And I have no idea what this section is at all. I mean, it's got like weird little ropes and stuff. I have no idea what it's for. But it's there. So, yeah. But anyway, then you've got these pieces right here where you drop that down and it does that. So, if you do have yourself one mini ATST, you can do that. Although it doesn't really do much. Die! Oh well. But, you know, something like that. Or you can also have a guy on a speeder bike and you can drop it down on him. But it's just a nice little function. Because, you know, functions, I mean, come on, that's cool. So, yes. Now we will rotate this back over the way it was before, since you don't need to see that function anymore. So, yes. You're also, all of these guardrail things, They're a hassle to work with, but, you know, they're there. It's what you deal with. But anyway, you've got places where you can have drumsticks, a spear, and in this one, you can have mallets. These really cool mallet pieces that you saw. What's his face holding Logray using on his weird little stick shaman sword thing. I don't know what it is. You get 3 helmets to play on. You've got a nice Sand Trooper helmet, and I wish that they had printed on some dirt onto the Scout Trooper helmet, but they didn't. And then the third one is actually one that I have yet to receive on any minifigure, but it's the like Death Star Trooper or Imperial Officer guy. I don't know. It's the dude with the big helmet with like the weird hockey pad looking things on it. But that's also there. So just like in that one scene, you've got an Ewok and he's playing on these things and they're making tones. But you know, it's just kind of fun stuff. And then you've got 3 drums right here. So little unique things. This, you've got yourself a rotisserie, so you can stick Han on there and try to rotate him around, but he just won't. There we go. Kind of worked. That's actually smart. I've never tried out these functions yet, you guys, so. But the little fire moves as he's going along. Sometimes. Not all the time. But yes, you can slowly roast your human. C-3PO's chair, which is simple enough. You just set him on there. But then there's also a clear piece that you're able to use to not move at all. There we go. You can do that. So you can make them float up into the air, which is also fun because that is what happens in the movie. So it's great that they're adding all of these little functions into the set that even though they are kind of calling it an Ultimate Collector set, I still consider it a play set because it's got all these features and minifigures and stuff. So then the only thing left is you've got 2 of these. You've got one that looks like this, and that's just some ground stuff that you put onto the bottom here. And then the other one, which I've already kind of shown you guys, but it comes with more mushrooms. And I don't know why these 2 aren't printed, but still really cool that there are mushrooms. So, and then carrot stock type pieces that were on both of them. So now on to each individual thing up on top. Alright, so bag number 9 came with Leia. And then the red section of this area. Like I said, they were color coded. This area is red. It's just a tree for the most part. I mean, it's not too exciting. It's just a tree from one angle with some stuff like stairs going up and some guard railing. But, you know, it's not until you actually turn this around and you see inside there is a little stool and a bed, a cot type thing, torch right there. You've got a bow and arrow thing right there. And then you've got a little tiny chalkboardy looking thing. And in Star Wars language, the Galactic Basic stuff, it says Sky Glider and Pointy Way Up. So those are the final little fun things that they've hidden in this set. They're like, you know, at least with stickers. And this one, it's kind of nice because there's actually a stairway that gets up to the 2nd level. And on the bottom, you've got this giant piece again. You get a roundabout there. It just hooks on, maybe. Not really. Okay, there we go. It hooks on, and it can actually swivel about. So while you're playing around, you can actually do that and play instead of having to turn your entire set all around, which is a very nice and smart feature. So now we will move on to bag 10. So in bag 10, we got the yellow section of the trees, and came with Chewbacca and Logray. You got this stuff, again, not overly exciting, just because it's just a continuation of a tree. But you notice that over here, it does have some interesting stuff. And what this is actually the net, of course. And of course you guys know this is a net. Seriously, it's a net. But this is the net that everybody gets stuck in whenever they first show up on Endor. And it's really cool that that was also included. The only thing though is that I kind of wish that it had come with like the turkey or something, or whatever Chewbacca wanted to eat inside of it. And you can really only fit one minifigure. And right now, this net is being impossible. But it just loops all the way through. So, I mean, you can get a minifigure in there. I'm not going to try that right now because it's giving me some issues. You turn it around. And this one is actually my favorite of all the trees because it comes with the food. It comes with a carrot and some stock stuff, a cauldron, a bag, another bag, a barrel with carrot, another stock, and 2 of the hot dogs. So, hooray, I now have more than just apples and turkey legs for food. I now have some carrots and some hot dogs and some green things. So, hooray. And just like the other one, it just snapped onto place. So now, and it also swivels about. And this actually locks stuff in place. So now we will move on to the final bag, bag 11. So here is bag 11, the blue section of the set. Came with the Rebel guys and the bridge, actually. I was expecting the bridge to be in its own bag, but then whenever there weren't any other bags, it had to be in that one. So, anyway, it's just a small little fire. You do have stuff to catapult. That was terrible. I think you guys get the idea. So, this is the least exciting of all of them, and really, you're only ever going to want it pretty much right there. If anything, I would think that this would be where C-3PO and R2-D2 are telling the stories of the adventures of our heroes, I guess. We just need to attach the bridge. And the bridge, I just want to make a note that these rope pieces, I think I said so in the ladder, but they twist around. Honestly, it shouldn't matter too much, but if you are really, really particular about things being perfect, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's just not going to work out that way. Also, these are Ewoks. I mean, come on. They're making stuff out of, like, twigs. So, and you attach it here, right there. Now, you extend the bridge out like that, and it looks pretty good. So, now you end up having, like, this whole thing. Is there something, like, on the lens? Or is that just light? There is crap on the lens. Oh my gosh, you guys. We will now throw everything out in front of the camera after I clean the lens, and all will be well. Alright, so here we are at the very end. We have covered everything that this set has to offer, and I would say that it is totally worth getting. It's amazing. Like, this is the first time that we've ever gotten anything that was considered an Ewok Village. The closest that we ever got was the Ewok Attack set in 2011, because that was kind of like a little fort area or something like that for Ewoks. It wasn't much of anything else. But yeah, definitely. And it's really cool to see how far Ewoks have progressed ever since they were first introduced into the Lego world in 2002. Like, this is a combination of Wicket and a bunch of other Ewoks with the headpiece, and now look at what we're able to do. Like, it's fully printed, there's a bunch of stuff going on. It's crazy. And you also get 2 extras of these nice long brown pieces, and you get 2 extras of the string pieces that were used for the ladder and the bridge. Now, if you're looking for parts per piece, it's not the best, seeing as it's $250, and the set is only 1,990 pieces. But I ended up having a deal where I was able to use a $50 gift card that was given to me, and it was double points whenever I bought this, so that immediately made it worthwhile for paying only the $216 because of tax and stuff like that. So it was good, and I love it. This is probably number 2 or 3 of my favorite sets now. I don't know what I'm kicking off the list of my top 3 favorite sets, but this is now one of them. This is definitely one of the coolest sets because it just looks awesome. So, anyway, this has been MCLegoboy with 10236 Ewok Village. See you guys.